So for today's lecture is actually on developing a better attitude. And as I mentioned Dr. Martin Luther King, I must say he had a better attitude for all of us. He was dedicated and inspired to change attitudes for a better tomorrow. How does someone have such devotion and commitment to impacting people's attitudes such as Dr. King? I'll tell you why. Because he had heart. It takes a big heart and a good heart to make a shift in our attitudes. I'm actually going to start off the lecture by reading from the book Simple Abundance by Sarah Brambrathnich. In this book, she has short segments that speaks to various topics. And the title of this is Joy, Learning Life's Lessons with a Light Heart. There's a quote here from Louis Dogen, and she says, I cannot believe that the inscrutable universe turns on an axis of suffering. Surely the strange beauty of the world must somewhere rest on pure joy. The Simple Abundance journey takes us to undiscovered territory. We learn each day how cultivating gratitude tills the soil of our soul, and then how the seeds of simplicity and order send their roots down deep into the earth of our everyday existence. As we progress, harmony inspires us with quiet courage to create an authentic life for ourselves and for those we love. With patience, beauty blossoms, and our hearts experiences not only happiness, which is often fleeting, but a wellspring of joy that refreshes and renews. We have found our true place in this world, with an eye made quiet by the power of harmony and the deep power of joy. William Wordsworth. We see into the life of things. Seeing into the life of things is what engages us at this point in the transformative process. From deep within, there comes a longing to give up the path of struggle as a way to learn life's lessons. Finally, we are ready to embrace the path of joy. Learning to live in the present moment is part of the path of joy. But this requires a profound inner shift in our reality. Many of us unconsciously create dramas in our minds, expecting the worst from a situation only to have our expectations become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Inadvertently, we become authors of our own misfortunes. And so we struggle from day to day, from crisis to crisis, bruised and battered by circumstances without realizing that we always have a choice. But what if you learned how to stop the dramas and started to trust the flow of life and the goodness of spirit? What if you begin to expect the best from any situation? Isn't it possible that you could write new chapters in your life with happy endings? For many of us, this is such a radical departure from the way we've been behaving that it seems unbelievable. Yet, it is possible. Suspend your disbelief. Take a leap of faith. After all, what have you got to lose but misery and lack? Begin today. Declare out loud to the universe that you are willing to let go of struggle and eager to learn joy. It just may take you at your word. What's more, you'll discover, much to your amazement and delight, that such blessings have been waiting patiently for you to claim them all along. So highlights from this text, I will start with, as we progress, harmony inspires us with quiet courage to create an authentic life for ourselves and for those we love. As we go through the process of transformations, of inspirations, harmony is the result. And the more we live in harmony is the more we want to live that lifestyle. And we want to share that lifestyle with others. Learning to live in the present moment is part of the path of joy. But this requires a profound inner shift in our reality. The path of joy is that of living in the present moment, because the present moment is all that exists in that path. When you live in the present, that is to accept things for the way they are, see and appreciate the present moment, and live in that moment. But to achieve that mental attitude requires a profound inner shift in your reality. I'm actually going to sidetrack here for 1 minute to talk a little bit about this profound inner shift that is needed in life at this moment. In Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, he talks about living in the present moment. And while you will achieve joy on that path, it is not easy as one may think. You have to be centered, selfless, in touch with your soul, and accepting of the here and now. This profound shift is that of a practice, a way of living, a state of being, and you can achieve that through meditation, gratitude, journaling, selfless acts, a positive attitude. This practice may take years to develop, as we have been practicing a faulty sense of living through the expectations and limitations that we've been putting on ourselves. Many of us unconsciously create dramas in our minds, expecting the worst from a situation, only to have our expectations become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Inadvertently, we become authors of our own misfortune. Part of our hardship is caused by ourselves. It's embedded in our belief system. It's the way of our thinking. We are the creators of our misfortune, not intentionally, but by the expectations that we set for ourselves. Declare out loud to the universe that you are willing to let go of struggle and eager to learn through joy. It just may take you at your word. What's more, you'll discover much to your amazement and delight that such blessings have been waiting patiently for you to claim them all along. When you start living in joy and truly being happy for yourself and for others, you will develop a new attitude, a better attitude. You just have to put it out there. So the lesson for today is very much so about developing a better attitude. And developing a better attitude towards yourself and towards life is no easy task, because you've been stuck in negative self-training for so long. It is our expectations that are our worst enemy. Our expectations limit us from experiencing the joy in the here and now. How many of us could honestly say our attitudes are a little shady at times? Our attitude to ourselves and to others can get out of hand at times. It can become very negative and loaded with unrealistic expectations. I remember when I cornered my attitude in a tight space to really check it and confront it. I went out and purchased an audio recording on positive thoughts to begin to welcome change within my heart for myself and for others. And what I discovered is that it's not easy to change your heart from all the pain it's endured, but over time you can make a difference. You can genuinely feel good for others over time.